What are the common misconceptions that nominal Christians have about Muslims that result in them making alliances with Muslims, and as a result, Islam is gaining more of a foothold in Europe and in America?
Yeah, so the thing is, the Muslim community is more political and more cultural than Christians. That's the problem. As Christians, because of the Reformation, there is an Enlightenment thinking particularly, there's a separation of Christianity from culture and Christianity from politics, which has meant that a lot of Christians think that the only things that they should do are do charity work and evangelism. And they often even think that those two things are intentional, right? You can do charity work, like lots of Roman Catholics do charity work, but they're very rubbish at evangelism. You can do evangelism, like lots of Protestant churches do evangelism, but they're a bit rubbish at charity work. I'm saying you can do that and still be political and still be cultural, and you must. Because the liberal mainframe, the liberal culture that we live in, that a lot of nominal Christians actually are more liberal than they are Christian, thinks that all religions are the same. Because that is the assumption of the Enlightenment. All religions are the same. They all teach the same. They've all got the golden rule. They all teach the brotherhood of man. They all teach the equality of man. They all teach good things. That is the assumption that's the liberal default position. I'm telling you as a religious studies student, that's a load of baloney. It's complete rubbish. Anyone who tells you that all the religions of the world teach the same just hasn't studied the religions, because they don't. They do not teach the same. And so what that has meant is that a lot of people in our society are just very unguarded when they encounter political, cultural Islam. And so when they see a pro-Palestine march, they think of themselves as looking at Martin Luther King fighting against the apartheid in America. And they think that that's what they're joining. What they don't realize is that they're lining themselves up with an organization called Hamas that in its charter says it doesn't just want to wipe out the Jews in Israel, but it sees itself as fomenting the end of times when the Muslims wipe out the Jews all around the world. And they don't get that, because they're ignorant, and so they're very unguarded. And so the biggest assumption that your classical nominal Christian liberal makes is that all religions are the same. And when they say all religions is the same, what they really mean is a liberal version of Christianity. So they think that all religions are essentially a liberal version of Christianity. And that means they're unguarded to a more Machiavellian cultural or political practice that is pushing an Islamist or Islamic agenda. And they get hoodwinked by it, like they have on Islamophobia.